On this Wellness Wednesday, all this month, we've talked about ways to improve your life by setting intentions instead of resolutions, jumpstarting 2025 with a renewed focus on health and wellness with rituals, digital detox, and a good night's sleep. And today, we want to add more fun and play into our lives. Studies show engaging in enjoyable activities promotes a better mental health. So as we wrap up January, let's have some fun the rest of this year with therapist and life coach Julianna Lyddon of Connect with Julianna. I have to tell you, when we were, brainstorming about this segment, I did think of Troy because he is Mr. Fun. He's all about the fun. So, Troy, you better be listening to this. Okay.
All right, yeah, I'm down. Okay, here we go. Let's do it.
So you've got 5 great creative ways.
Yes.
I need to be taking notes myself. First off, you say rediscover your play. What do you mean by rediscover your play?
Well, it's that childlike sense of wonder, right? I must prescribe play to individuals and couples more than I do anything
It's a prescription.
else. It is.
Yeah, you're going to write it out.
I'm going to write it out. You got to do it. So I have a question I want everyone to think about.
Okay.
How do you describe play? And think about that, because everybody defines it differently. And then start sprinkling it in, because when we're in that state, it's magical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really pondering that.
Yeah,
takes
you're
me a while.
thinking,
I'm a little straight and narrow if you haven't noticed. Okay, I'm gonna have to, marinate on that. That's okay. Okay. Moving on to the next one. This is huge, and I have thought about it. You say learn something new.
Yes. So make this year the year that you're going to do that one thing that you've always wanted to do.
Yeah.
Because when you try something new, you're really touching another side of life.
Yeah.
I remember when my husband and I learned to scuba dive. And I remember coming out and I was like, no wonder this is what everyone was saying, how magical, amazing it was. So really take the time to figure out what that is.
Yeah, really
and try
open
to
your
do it.
eyes.
Yeah, open your eyes.
I know it's so small, but whether it's big or small, but one of my intentions this year was to cook more. I always complain, I never have enough time, work is so busy, I come home, but then I'm really trying to use the weekend to do a new recipe that I've always wanted to do, right?
See, it can be something simple.
Yes, but it means so much.
Right, it does. And
Yeah.
it just takes you outside of that box.
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Something creative.
Yeah.
Okay, another thing you say, break the routine. This is very hard for me, Julianne.
Yeah.
I am very habitual.
I think we all are. We're creatures
Yes,
of habit.
yes.
Yes, and we do the same thing in the morning. The night routine is
And if
the
something goes
same.
outside of that box,
It's like,
it sends me in a spiral. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we get in that rote, like you're talking about, where we
Yeah.
do it over and over again. It's like you're digging a deeper pathway in your brain. So
Right.
when we kind of wake up our brain, we can do that by doing something different. Even I was reading something, it was so funny. They're like, brush your teeth the opposite way,
Oh, wow.
have breakfast for dinner, whatever it is, or
okay.
just
Change it up.
Just change it up a little bit. So it's
Yeah.
that kind of element of surprise.
Oh, nice. Okay,
Yeah.
a little spice to your life.
Right.
Okay, this is interesting. Rewrite your inner critic. What and how do we do this?
Well, we all have that inner critic, and a lot of times I've found that it originates when we're young. It's
Yeah.
hard to get rid of it.
Right. Do you mean by like you're your worst critic? Is that what you mean?
So it's that negative self-talk. It's
Okay.
that tape that turns on when you least expect it.
Mm-hmm.
So say you kind of did something that you're not proud of, or you kind of felt like you failed.
Yeah.
I want people to start to pay attention to when that tape starts to go and what it says.
Okay.
Maybe it's like, well, typical. You weren't worth it. Did you think you could really do it? We have those sometimes, those thoughts. And so it's important. I want you to take a moment. I want you to be aware of when it happens. And I want you to say out loud, I'm not listening to this anymore. And I want you to change the script right there and say, I'm worthy. I'm beautiful. I can do this, whatever it is. And it takes a little bit of time, but slowly you start to shift that.
Take that positive. I have a hard time taking compliments. I was downplayed.
Do you?
Or I kind of like
Yes,
rejected
yes.
it. Oh no,
That's
it's
normal.
this old thing.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
right.
And it's just, I don't know.
Instead of
Yeah.
saying just thank you, but
Yeah.
we get used to that, or saying I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I do that
All the
sometimes.
time. All
And
the
I'm like,
time.
well, why did I say I'm sorry?
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
we get into that.
Okay, I think this is, you save the best for last and you say yes more. That's huge.
Yes. Okay, so we know those people that we stopped asking them to do something.
Right.
Because they always say no.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Right. And they're, oh, don't ask him anymore. They're not going to say yes.
Yeah.
You know what? Next time, say yes. Get up off the couch, put it on your calendar.
Right.
Do it, because what happens? You're missing out.
Yeah.
Life is short.
So true.
So just push yourself a little bit with that.
I really did want to make the intention this year of, no, I actually mean we should get together for lunch, right? Because you say it all the time, oh yeah, let's get together. And then next year passes and it's like you're still not getting together. But this year I was like, maybe once a month. Let's
There you
do
go.
that. Let's do the date.
Once a month.
Yeah.
Just say yes.
So great. Julianna,
it's
thank you
always
so
good
much.
to
Adding a little play to our lives.
Yeah,
Chris.
you look great today, Tram. That was a really good interview. That was a great
Thank you,
interview.
Troy.